I'm hoping we actually get to follow some of the Black women this time because we have seen in seasons past, they be casted, but we don't see them. So I'm trying to see some. I'm trying to see them. That's who I'm showing up for. You know?
Yeah.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love is Blind Season 10. We will be talking about the women of the upcoming season. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this Love is Blind Season 10, Meet the Cast, make sure y'all like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know when we are uploading. And be sure to comment. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know if y'all know some tea. Don't do too much spoiling, but be in the comments. We love to read the comments. Type the video. We are trying to get to 5,000 followers. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary last month. So we're really excited to grow, and we appreciate y'all for being on the journey with us. So Love is Blind. Let's get into it. We're going to go through person by person, meet the cast, give y'all a little information about what each one has said in their bios, and just do a little intro to the cast. Any thoughts before we go into each cast?
Overall, I just hope they end up with some success. We here for the mess, but at the end of the day, we still want love to occur. That is the beauty of having a show like this, where it just takes you out of swiping and all the things. So I do hope that there is some success this season, especially after season 9 and the big flop we had of season 9. I am hoping that we can turn some things around. Of course, I'm always excited to see a lot of Black women on the cast. I don't know if it might be 5, 6. I might have that number wrong. I'm hoping they find love with whomever, that is a good match for them, that is healthy, that feels nurturing, that they feel seen in. I'm hoping we get some more of that. I'm hoping we actually get to follow some of the Black women this time because we have seen in seasons past, they be casted, but we don't see them. So I'm trying to see some. I'm trying to see them. That's who I'm showing up for. You know? So that's my overall thoughts going into season 10.
All right. Well, let's get into it. We're going to start with the women first, ladies first. Our first lady is Amber. She is 34. She is a nurse practitioner. So this is the little information they have about Amber. With a 7-year-old daughter at home, so she has a daughter. She is looking for a supportive and loyal man to join the family. She says it's one thing to travel and do fun things with someone, but it doesn't matter as much as being there for me when I had a horrible day. Amber has always been hardworking and ambitious, obtaining her master's degree while raising a toddler, no small feat, and she believes in giving it your best no matter what. She wants to welcome a similarly driven guy into this homey lifestyle she's built with her daughter, as long as he doesn't mind which side of the bed he sleeps on. I don't know what that means. She like the flip-flop.
Sound like it. She be all over the bed.
Yeah, I like a side. I like a
Me
side.
too. I like my side. Yes. They actually always say that the gentleman is supposed to sleep on the side that's closest to the door.
So I'm gonna say this because I sleep on the side, and my ex would always take my spot on the side of the door when he slept at my house, and I'm like, bruh, like I don't like that. So I guess I'd be the opposite. I don't know. But anyway, she says that if she finds a compatible bedfellow who also isn't a slob, she'll happily share her domestic talents. Okay. So she like, I'm cooking, I'll clean as long as he's not another toddler to pick up after. And I make homemade waffles and syrup on Sunday morning and would love a partner to experience that with me. Okay. So she's a domestic.
Yeah, she want to be at home. She want to be at home. Now, her Instagram says otherwise. I did do a little sneakeroo. It seemed like she out on that water. She outside here in San Francisco. She got her daughter with her in every picture. So she's definitely about her kid, which is super cute.
Yeah.
Love that for her. But she seemed like she'd be outside and traveling. So
yeah.
Maybe she's trying to turn a new leaf in life. I don't know.
She's one of the cast members who looks a bit older to me, just a tad bit. She's 34, but she's giving a little bit older. She doesn't seem like she'll be giving drama. I would hope not as a mom. It seems like she's going to be one of our more calm, level-headed folks. But usually we don't have a problem with the ladies. It's the men.
Yeah.
It's the men.
Historically. Yeah, some ladies peep through with a little mess, but
no.
it's usually the men.
Okay.
Are we ready to move on to Ashley?
Yes.
She is also 34. I'm glad we have some older ladies so far. Not older, but like 20-year-olds. She is a claims manager. She says she is fiercely loyal, almost to a fault. Ashley always strives to make the people in her life feel supported, but she says it's just the Ohio way. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
Ashley is incredibly close.
What does that mean?
Because
the loyal to a fault is giving, girl, you might stay too long. You know what I'm saying? And
correct.
Okay, but it's giving, correct. You might not recognize the signs, the red flags. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, loyal to a fault is never a good thing. Yeah, most of the time.
Because it's the fault.
Yes, it is the fault.
Part. It's like you gotta be loyal to the time when it's time to go, okay?
She is incredibly close with her whole family, but her dad is her best friend. As long as I make my parents proud, then I'm proud of myself, she says. When Ashley isn't hard at work, she's playing golf with her family in South Carolina, an annual summer tradition she hopes to share with her future partner. So far, though, all of her romances have been a swing and a miss. After 5 years in a toxic relationship, Ashley is aware of her tendencies to ignore the red flags. She says she is aware, but she still says she's loyal to a fault. Which one is it, Miss Ash? However, one she's definitely not willing to overlook is bad hygiene. We would hope not. The Virgo perfectionist in her jumps out when it comes to cleaning, but her Leo cups might emerge in the pods with her bold, outspoken, and outgoing personality. She's a pretty woman.
Yeah.
She's giving 34-year-old vibes. I'm 30, I'm cute, I'm living, I'm popping my shit on her Instagram. Love that for her. So I'm sure whoever, hopefully they don't give her a run for her money.
Right. Have her repeating all these other things.
Yes, I want to know how long she's been out of that relationship.
Yeah, I want to know too. Because, it gives weak boundaries. Not look, I'm learning. So I'm not trying to throw no shots. I'm just saying that I'm recognizing it, girl.
Yeah, I will say her dress in her cast photo is very nice. It gives very modest, even though they can't see you on the other end.
Yeah. And it also gives just her whole kind of picture flow. It gives that she's like very, I don't know, put together, very vivacious. She knows how to dress. She knows how to, you know how some people just know how to put themselves together well. She seems like that type of person.
Yeah, definitely.
Her Instagram is definitely giving a lot of, I feel like she be outside, you know, she likes to do the girly things. She gives girl in her Instagram. Next, we have Miss Bree. She's also 34. Hey, for the 30s, okay? She's a senior merchant. So what does that mean? She purchases? She's like a buyer for a company?
So, yeah, I think so.
So between her demanding job and new side hustle of flipping investment properties, so she's got like a little... money. And it says across the country. It didn't even say in her hometown. She flipping properties across the country. Okay. Bree tends to maximize every minute of her day. She says, I operate at 100 miles an hour and I'm looking for someone to help mellow me out. Okay. That's giving like she's a workaholic. You know, it's giving a little bit of Sparkle Meg maybe. You know?
Yes.
She's
and
making
that's the thing
too.
Yeah, you got to be aware when you are that type of person and know how that impacts the relationship. Because even though you like, I'm looking for somebody to help mellow me out, if you are not intentional about mellowing yourself out, you probably not going to mellow out. And you're going to be looking at the other person like, you need to get up to my level, you know?
Yeah,
especially if you flipping properties across the country. That sounds like you on flights. You busy.
Yeah. While a change of pace might be refreshing, that doesn't mean that Bree will go the distance with a guy who isn't driven. So she needs that ambition to be there. She said the biggest red flag to me is someone with a lack of direction in life. She said if he can't show up... If he can't show up as strong and confident to me, I find that really unattractive, especially when you're in your 30s. Now, that's real. Ambition is very important. If she can overcome her admittedly long list of icks, she's gonna be a picky one.
Yeah.
Brie hopes to spend the rest of her days with her soulmate, enjoying life's small pleasures like waking up and having a cup of coffee. I want to do all the simple things in life that I've done alone for so long. So, okay, when she says alone for so long, it's giving.
She's a seasoned single.
Yeah, seasoned single. That can be the worst sometimes, though, to be honest. Like, it's like the expectations get up here and like the reality of like, girl, it's going to be some icks. It's going to be some stuff you just want it to be not the bad.
It really be you done protected your peace for so long. You don't want somebody coming in and disturbing it. Once you get in the flow of knowing how to be on your own and, not trying to make decisions based on somebody else or think about somebody in your decisions, especially big ones like flipping properties across the United States, you get used to that.
And it's so much easier to live alone and be alone and do your own thing. It takes so much effort and work to be partnered with someone. It's not a fantasy. Like I remember I saw a TikTok, somebody said, it's like, it's not a Shonda Rhimes character that's showing up. It is the man who's leaving the laundry. He's doing whatever. And it's just, you gotta just deal with some shit, but not bad shit. Not bad shit. Her Instagram is giving interesting. She seemed like she's living her life. She's got a lot of different settings, probably because she's traveling all the time. She's got some, it's looking like she's in another country. Some looking like, is she in London? Where is she? She's like, other ones.
And it seems like she just built a home. Or a complex one.
Homegirl. When she said she flips properties across the country, I have a sister who flips properties in our area. You know what I'm saying? People are so always, when they meet her, they're like, oh, you flip properties? And that's across the country. I know how much capital and effort and that takes because of the little bit I see through my sister. This woman has money. It's another Sparkle Meg. But anyway, I will say she's giving... It's something, I don't know. It's something about her look that is giving, I am not necessarily the most girly, like, frilly type of like.
She might be a graduated tomboy.
Yeah, that's it's giving that I'm a girl woman. Let me put on some makeup.
She was playing volleyball in high school or basketball or something.
Something.
Alrighty. So on to Brittany S. This is our first Black woman.
I can tell. I was like,
I know I couldn't tell either. I was looking, but it's giving weave. It's giving Black woman. Brittany S, 37. She's a little bit older. Flight attendant. To love that. So she's also traveling a lot. And a Gemini. So she says, not to sound too cavalier, but Brittany is a very gifted dancer. In fact, she previously danced for the Cleveland Cavs, even bringing home a national championship ring as a co-captain of the team. Get it, sis?
No.
Well, it's giving AD. AD was a cheerleader.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. I forgot what football team I think it was a football team. Okay. While she's extremely proud to have been a part of the Cleveland history, she's got her eyes set on the future. Now I'm looking for the real ring. Born and raised in Ohio, Brittany is excited to introduce a fiance to her crazy family, from whom she gets her silly and goofy sense of humor. As a Gemini, Brittany says she has about 8 different personalities, but will try her best to only bring out 2 in this experiment.
What that mean?
I don't know, girl. I'm scared.
Girl, I know, right? and from her picture, I ain't gonna say nothing, but it is giving a little. She could get like, was it Dr. Jekyll, Mrs. Hyde on you? Yes. I don't know.
Okay. One side of her is a total chatterbox, so when she's upset, she has to take space. So don't be surprised if her pod dates have an intermission. I need a minute to think and then come back to have the conversation.
She's given she could be particular as well. I'm wondering if she's a seasoned single as well, because the personalities. Possibly. You said what?
I said possibly.
Yeah, and I can see from her Instagram that it is giving a little bit more Black woman, yes.
Yeah. Her pictures on Instagram look better than her cast photo, I will say, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's hard to find an actual picture. There's so many, like, reels of her doing dance scenes. So when she says that she is a gifted dancer and she tooting her horn, she in these Instagrams tooting ass.
Yeah.
She's out here
Okay.
dancing. She is dancing on
Well, maybe
all
it'll
of
give a
her
little
videos.
Meg from Love Is Blind UK. Maybe it'll bring some
Oh,
sense of
yeah, I
joy
forgot
to the
about yeah.
screen. Because I feel like people who love to dance are just naturally free spirited.
Yeah. It's hard to get a real sense, aside from, like, all of these different personalities she's speaking of what she is looking for or what her vibe will be like, but she definitely seems I don't know, maybe I'm this is what I will say. I don't know if I'm, like, being a little too, like, they never show the Black woman, but she might be one of the Black women that just isn't shown that much. That's what she's giving me, and I know that that's probably just, eh, eh,
I
horrible,
mean, they ain't gonna all get shown.
Yeah, they're
So
not. But it's like, I feel that she's, like, our first Black woman, and I feel that because of the history of how the show goes
yeah,
often. But, we've had some Black women who made it through, like, first 2 seasons had, Black women getting towards marriages, and we had Tiffany and Brett and stuff like that. But it just seems like lately it's fallen off a little bit, so I don't know.
Let's go into the next Brittany W.
Yeah, so Brittany W is a little bit younger. She's giving Latina. I don't know exactly what. That's what it's giving. Not
Yeah.
1,000% sure her ethnicity, but she's 33. She's a registered nurse. Okay, they have a lot of or at least 2 nurses. She spent the past year becoming whole after her last relationship. Good for her for taking the time. And she's taken a vow of celibacy, and she plans to keep that until her wedding day. That's an interesting one. We're going to talk about that. She's a giving personality by nature, and her career as a nurse has only strengthened her capacity to care for others. Brittany is proud to say that she's paid off her nursing school debt. Okay, homegirl's got, good little money flow coming in, and is ready to meet someone who is just as hardworking. Ideally, her future partner will be a heavy sleeper, or at least will put up with her habit of hitting snooze. She said, I'm not a morning person, and I have set like 10 alarms. That's me as well. Brittany may have trouble waking up, but one thing that she'll never do in a relationship is go to bed angry. Heading into the experiment, her biggest fear is getting to the altar and hearing her partner say no. But if all goes well, she looks forward to riding off into the sunset together, preferably on roller skates. Okay, like a girl who likes to roller skate. We both, Victoria and I both roller skate. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to that celibacy piece though.
What you got to say, Kamari?
No, I don't have nothing to say. I wonder how that's gonna go. I do think that for a process like this, it's like you better be willing to for the men's side, you better be willing to wait these
couple
30
of weeks.
days. Yeah. And so I can see that being okay. I'm not a celibacy advocate though in regular life. I do think that I'm an advocate of waiting, but I've never been a celibacy girl. But to each his own, and I don't have any issue with it all. But I wonder how that will play out. I feel like people should be fine though with it.
Yeah. On this experiment definitely should be fine because it's just a couple of weeks. If you can't, you ain't got no self-control for a couple of weeks at the request of your partner that you're saying you want to spend your life with, then that's a little bit odd to me. And this isn't the place for you. But I like the celibacy thing. I'll be for it. I'm for it. I have not exercised it quite yet. Clearly, I'm not married. But I think it is a great way to see intentions.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's very real. I don't knock the benefits of it. And I don't knock it as a practice either. I've never been that type of person. But I do wonder, sometimes people want to, get a little like they want to understand what they're tying themselves to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the intimacy piece of it can be very different once you get into it. And I'm not even talking about like sex. I'm talking about just even sometimes kissing somebody informs you of some things, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But I do think that I understand that some people, I'm not saying me, I'm really not saying me, but I think some people, especially men, have this sense that I want to know what it is. And so even though it's a short time period, I wonder if that will cause any issues. But
yeah, I think it causes more issues if the woman is possibly a virgin. I think that can be a heavier weight. I remember there was one season on Married at First Sight where that happened. And the guy, he wasn't with it. He was like, I can't do this. But yeah, I'd be all for it. But I will say her bio, she said that she's taken the past year to like becoming whole. I think you can read that in her bio. Like her bio seems very calm and intentional, you know, not wanting to go to bed angry.
Yeah. She seems like she's like trying to work through, like she seems like she's probably very emotionally intelligent and very intentional about trying to work through conflict. And that's a good sign, because I think that a lot of what breaks down for relationships is really an inability to work through conflict. And she seems like she's very intentional. So I can see her doing well. She's also very beautiful. Her style seems really cute and put together. Her Instagram is private, so this is all we got.
I pulled up her TikTok. Her TikTok only has a few videos, but same, very well put together, beautiful woman. Her TikTok, it does seem like it's giving more Latin forward on the TikTok, from what I can see in these very little short snippets. So yes, that is Brittany W. Yes, we have our next sister, Bree. All right, 30. Okay, so we're getting down, we're knocking down in age as we go along. But 30 is still not a bad age to be doing something like this. She is a commercial real estate agent, so she also bringing in that bread. It's been 7 years since Bree was in a relationship. She is also a seasoned single. And she doesn't even remember the last time she went on a real date. I'm telling you, we be having a hard time out here as women. Okay. Nobody has been able to make me feel they can take all of me. That's a lot, she says. As Bree enters her 30s, she is proud of the challenges of the last decade. Bree lost her mom, who was incarcerated, to cancer, and then dealt with her grandma's death less than a year later. For Bree, keeping herself together in her 20s has been a huge accomplishment. I know that's right, girl, because that's a lot. Now she's looking for someone who feels like home, just like cozy Ohio. Y'all love Ohio, and I am not understanding.
I just realized that this is filmed in Ohio this season, because I was like, dang, a lot of people from Ohio. Like,
I'm crying.
Don't. I know. I'm like, I shouldn't say that, but I was like, but anyway.
Yeah. Her perfect match won't be too sensitive and will accept her through tough love language. No, sis, we can't be doing that.
It's giving.
I bully you, I really do love you.
It's giving. She's a blunt one. That's what it's giving.
Yes.
Oh, that was real when you said that. If I bully you, I really do love you. I thought you were.
No.
She is saying that. Oh,
she is saying that. Okay, her words, not mine. They'll also need to be able to sit through reality TV marathons. I'm with you on that one, sis. That's my favorite thing to do. Sit on my couch, eat fast food, and watch Real Housewives. All right, sister girl.
Yeah, so interesting.
It's given there is still needed, some maturity is still needed in this, for sure. Yeah. She's also probably very used to having her way, doing what she wants when she wants, but we got to work on that tongue. I be telling my sister girls, we got to work on the way that we speak, not only to our partners, but it's like, if a lot of us say like they want that soft life, right? But I feel like the soft life is something you can also give to yourself. It doesn't just show up in a man's presence. It's also how you carry yourself day to day. And so I am a firm believer in how you talk to your partner is so important, because you don't want them talking to you out the side of their neck, even if it is just tough love. You know, being direct is one thing, but because she used the term bully, I'm going to assume that this might be a little bit more forward, and it might be a little bit more rough around the edges.
Yeah, it's interesting. She's giving me, you know how female rappers, like, you know, a lot of big mama, no kids. She's giving me that energy of female rappers through her Instagram. Like, it's giving me a lot of like, Like, that she might be, she might, that bully, that like tough
Yeah,
love
I want to know
might
what
be
part of
what she
Ohio
leads
she
with.
from.
I know. Cleveland. I don't know. I ain't trying to say she's from Cleveland, but who knows? Where she from? But she definitely giving grit. She definitely giving like that female rapper energy. There's some level of like, I know my shit. I talk my shit. She's giving it in the photos. That's what I'm getting from her.
Yeah. She's a real estate agent, so she is a smart lady. She is a businesswoman.
Yeah.
But she probably also know that street swag. Okay.
Yeah.
My people from Dayton. So
her people. Oh, you said
my
your
people.
Okay.
My people are from Dayton, Ohio. So that's why I asked where she from. Because I'm like, this is giving a little bit, not Dayton all the way, because Dayton is but I've been to a few parts of Ohio, and it's giving knock you out.
Another thing though that's interesting about her is that her photo gives totally different vibes than her Instagram. Like her cast photo.
Definitely.
It's like on the cast photo I was thinking like, oh, she seems like a laughy, giggly. She's a giggly girl.
Yes, and almost nerdy a little bit.
Yeah. But Instagram, it's like that Lotto Big Mama No Kid. Like it's coming in my head when I see the Instagram photos. And I'm like, okay. And even that first couple ones on her page, I'm like, what is this? What is this look? It's interesting. She's definitely giving that's her realtor outfit. The one on the gas photo, that's what she show up looking like to her clients. Okay. The rest of it is how she, like Alicia Keys, I do look a lot different outside of my work clothes. Like that's what it's giving. All right, so we're going to move on to Christine. She is 31. She is a speech language pathologist. I like that. Different career. Christine has a strong feeling that somebody good is waiting for her in the pods. I like me a little manifestation girl, okay? As a mellow, easygoing person who doesn't enjoy being the center of attention. So she's like a wallflower. That belief is why she's taken this leap of faith. But she has no intention of settling. She says, I don't just want a husband. I want a partner to do life with. I've gone 30 years without him, and I'm ready for him now. To prepare for this moment, Christine has a running list of relationships tips that she's collected over the years. She said, I keep track of all the marriage advice I've received from couples that have been together for a long time. Her favorite: pray for your husband before you even meet him. Okay, sis, I do that. I do
like that. I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not willing to give up her faith for anyone. Okay, so she's religious and would ideally like to find someone who would attend church with her on Sundays. As a big sports fan, Christine also wants to go to the games with her future partner, especially if they'll join her in cheering on her beloved Bengals. What are the Bengals? Cincinnati? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ohio's team. Yeah. So she is Ohio strong. I will say her Instagram gives exactly what she says. Very down to earth, very laid back. Yeah, chill personality. I see a black friend in the picture here.
I think that's
so she might have a diverse circle. Oh yeah, she got a diverse little group of friends. We love that too, sis.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that was one of her friends, because that was the only one with her. I don't know. I had to actually go look at the caption. Yeah.
But no,
but either way, she still gives. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she seems girl next door-ish. It's giving. Yeah.
Definitely.
Julia Stiles, Save the Last Dance. It's giving. It's giving all of that. The fact that she's like church on Sundays, it's also giving, okay, you're gonna have to find you a very specific guy. But she says she has a strong feeling. I like me somebody that has a strong feeling. I tend to find that things like that work out for them. So yeah. And I'm glad she's speaking about like not just wanting a husband, but also wanting someone to do life with. And we'll see.
Which is important, because you don't want to be a pick-me in this experience, because you'll definitely end up with something you don't want to be with.
Absolutely.
Okay. Next we have Dynasty. Love her name. 33, senior marketing manager, our next sister on the roster. She is an Aries through and through. I'm not really big in astrology, so I don't know exactly what that means. But it says next that she's an eternal optimist, so maybe that's what that means, and that's a great thing to have. While astrological pairings have led her astray before, she's willing to let another Leo prove her wrong. Okay, girl. If the connection is strong enough. Dynasty is a romantic at heart and known to surprise past boyfriends with thoughtful gifts and experiences. Hopefully, not too much, sis. Now that she's older and the budget is bigger, she's ready to spoil her man. Girl, he need to be spoiling you first, okay? According to her mom, Dynasty has been brave ever since she was a little girl. Her proudest achievement was living in England for over 2 years while she got her master's degree. Love that. Travel is a big part of who Dynasty is, so she's looking for that same wanderlust in a partner. Besides exploring the world together, she's most excited about introducing her future husband to self-care, like doing a 12-step, a 12-step skincare routine together after winding down in front of the TV with a cup of tea. Child, 12, that's a lot of products, babes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of products. We as Black women, we got to be careful what we putting on our skin. Yeah. It messes up with our thyroids and our hormones and stuff. Very beautiful girl, very well put together.
Yes,
it's giving high society for sure. But I want you to be healthy, babes. I want you to look good and feel good on the inside.
Yeah, she's very, very beautiful. She might be giving first baddie of the season that we've come across.
Yes, like, absolutely she's bad. Giving, the baddest.
Her cast photo, I don't think is that great. She's like tucked in a little bit, something going on with that. But her Instagram and her on that video, she seemed to be the. I feel like I heard her speak quite a few times in the video of the cast that they put on Instagram. And so I was like, she might be featured this season. She's given a lot of energy. She gives a lot of, it was just bubbly. And so she seems like somebody that's very likable or is very at least spirited, got a lot of energy, got a lot of, you're not gonna be bored around her. And so that's nice. I love me a girl with a personality. Senior marketing manager. So she's got her a good little career. And then the 2 years in London, shout out to Chi Chi, who was once a Black girl talking TV with us.
She was here with us.
It started off with 3 of us. Now there's 2. But Chi Chi's in London. I love me those ambitious women who can just travel and live different places. You said what?
So just pick up and go.
Yeah, because that's not me. I like to be near my people. And so I admire that in the women who are able to do that and just make a home wherever they go, Oh, we got to speak about the spoil a man part.
Oh.
Because the spoil a man part was like, I gotta see I gotta see it in action. I gotta see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think men are made to be spoiled. I really don't. I think they're made to be cared for, loved, and nurtured. But spoiled, I think is like
that's when they start going rotten. Okay, that's when they start feeling like they got a mama at home. We do not spoil men over here on Black Girls Talking TV. So ladies, unless that man is whining and dining you all the time, I'm talking about 365, and you like one day out the year, I'm gonna go ahead and set something up for you.
One day.
real cute, but you can't adjust a man's expectations to feeling like they will be spoiled, unless the definition of that is just something that keeps you very soft. Keeps you feeling very, very good, very cute, very dainty.
And I also wondered about this, really wanting them to get into self-care. That I'm like, that's an interesting thing. But and then a 12-step, I would say 12-step program, this 12-step nighttime routine, it's giving, is she gonna be, I don't want to say annoying, but how sometimes men be like, I ain't trying to do all that. But it's like, you're like, no, let's do it. It's fun. It's
I thought you want to record the influencer type videos, like me and my man doing a night care routine together. But 12 steps, I just think that's a lot.
No, for sure. Anything else? Her Instagram is looking very fly. Like I said, giving baddie. Anything else on her?
No.
All right. So next we have Alyssa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It has 2 S's, 1 L. She's 39. Okay. Shout out to my girls that are in the late 30s. Okay. She is 39 and she's a nurse. She's looking good, at least in her cast photo. Another nurse. This is a season of nurses. She's a Leo. Okay. She's a Leo. Big personality, maybe. To have a shot with Alyssa, you better be able to hang with her 2 cats and dog. If he's allergic, this is her talking. If he's allergic, he's going to have to get a shot. So she's one of those dog, pet moms that's like.
Dog probably in the bed. No, ma'am.
Yes. She said they were here first. But if you find yourself sniffly for other reasons, Alyssa will always be there with your favorite comfort food. She said, I'm an acts of service kind of girl. As a true Leo, she can't help but to be the center of attention at times, but she's willing to share the spotlight with someone who can make her laugh. In the past, Alyssa has struggled to find men who take her seriously. This is her words. They want to take me home, but not take me home to mama. Okay. Her own mom tells her she's picky. No flip-flops is a non-negotiable, but Alyssa knows her soulmate will be kind and willing to put up with her impatience and backseat driving. It's giving a little, I don't know, girl, it's giving a little bit much.
It was giving a bit much. Her Instagram is also giving a bit prima donna, just a little. And then her saying she can't help but to be the center of attention.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see that as a great quality to have.
Yeah.
It brings in a lot of energy that is just, it's not healthy energy.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you saying you like to be the center of attention and then people can't take you seriously, it's probably because you fight to be the center of attention in ways that she may not be aware of.
Yeah. So. Yeah, she says, I'm just excited about going to the grocery store and cooking together and then sitting down and watching our favorite show. So a lot of everyday activities seems to be what's on her mind. Yeah. As you said, like one of the things my mom always says about those of us girlies who are nearing the end of the 30s, she's like, you guys get very particular, you get very picky. She's like, anybody as you get men too, because I find that, but as you get into your older age, you get a little set in your ways. And so she's giving set in the ways for sure. Like, so I wonder, but she looks really good. She does. She's like, it's something about the mid 80s. She's giving, I'm like, she looks young. She's not giving 39. If she were to tell me she was in her 20s, I'd be like, girl, So kudos to her, whatever she's doing, workout routine. Maybe she's doing the skincare, the 12-step. I don't know.
Well, one, she's a nurse injector, according to her Instagram. Yes. So it's some parts of her face possibly not moving.
I ain't got time. I don't have time.
But she also, if you scroll all the way down on her Instagram, she's at a bikini competition. And those competitions are really hard to prepare for.
Yeah.
So she's definitely in the gym.
Yeah, for sure. She's also giving very much, she's outside. Outside, okay? Like, it's not it's giving outside. It's giving, I live my life, baby. And so, but I do see the bikini photos of, like, her competition. Yeah, it's almost like female bodybuilding it's giving,
That's what I meant,
They got
the category she did was bikini.
Okay.
Alrighty, so on to our next lady, Emma. She's 28. So far she is the youngest. We do have someone in their 20s. She
dressed a little like the oldest, though, to be honest. But
well, you know what they say, the younger people, the Gen Xers, they've been.
She got a little kitten heel.
Yes, very simple, very simple.
Taking it back to the basics,
right?
But she's very pretty.
Yeah, she is. All right, so having moved to Ohio for her job, Emma is proud of the community she's created through a 200-hour yoga teacher training and the launch of her own food Instagram account. Emma has connected with plenty of new friends. Now she's looking forward to sharing her favorite pastimes like morning yoga and cooking a hearty meal on Sunday nights with a soulmate. She says food is her love language. Emma enjoys every part of the meal prep process, including gathering the ingredients, Though her pet peeve is when other shoppers don't put their grocery carts away. I agree with that. While Emma won't sacrifice her independence, she is willing to cede some kitchen counter space to the right guy, especially if he can clean up after her. Emma admits when culinary inspiration strikes, she's a little messy.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's better than me because I don't like being in the kitchen. I have to force myself, girl. And
Really?
so, yeah.
I enjoy making a meal. I don't see any meal making stuff for real on her Instagram, so maybe she has a separate account for that.
Yeah. Yeah, because for a second when you're reading it, it was like food, food, food. I'm like, is this launch my career type of like jump out there?
Possibly, child.
Intentions. Her Instagram looks much younger in terms of her outfits and her dress. Much, much younger. It's definitely giving just, yes.
Teeny bopper.
I see the Gen, what is she? Gen, whatever she is. Is she just like a young millennial, a baby millennial? Because I think it does end at like 27, 28.
I think 1996 is like the end of millennials.
Are you kidding me? So my brother's a Gen Xer.
Yes.
Or no, Gen Z.
Gen Z. Did I say Gen X earlier? I meant Gen Z.
I don't know.
But yeah.
Yeah, she's given Gen Z in these photos. And it's also that eclectic, any style, any decade. Right. Some of these pictures is giving, like, it's just a lot. It's a lot of different. And that's
a lot of decades in one outfit.
Yes.
That's very Gen Z.
Yeah. And it also seems like she has in one of these photos, like, arm disfigurement. In the first photo where she's got drinks with her friend. Is that just me or no?
I see. Yeah.
Kudos to Netflix for casting. I think we need to have diverse folks on the show. And
and diversity is there's multiple categories when you're talking about diversity.
Yeah. So that's great. I love that didn't stop them or they're not putting her into
I wonder if she's a burn survivor.
Yeah, I can't really tell from it, but it does just seem like it's scarred up as opposed to it affecting the functioning because she's holding a drink in this photo. But yeah, very stunning, and it's definitely given Gen Z as you see through her photos, like her Instagram photos. But yeah, it's hard to say anything about what to expect from her because she talks about food a lot, and that's why I'm like, is it giving like I'm trying to launch my career? My career. She said she just started her own Instagram food account, so it's giving. I don't know because she's not talking about much else, you know.
Yeah.
So even a pet peeve, you know, it's like grocery stores. All right. So next we have Jennifer. She is 32 and it says she's a financial professional. That's giving maybe not as senior in her career as financial.
Yeah.
Because like financial professional, what is that? So her bio says, never afraid to be honest. Jennifer is looking for a strong communicator. That never afraid to be honest part is giving me like, she speaks her mind, maybe a little blunt, you know? One who doesn't mind her constant, that's what she said jokes, not one of those in girl form. I ain't got time. Michelle Scott, yeah, I ain't got time. Did you get that? That was an Office joke.
I didn't watch The Office.
Oh, God. Anywho, in a relationship with this self-described jokester, there will be plenty of shared laughs, starting with her family's annual tradition of watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Interesting. She's giving me Goofy, giving me like, you know,
what's the girl with the banjo and the sticks and the bells? Was that last season with the family? They all came in.
Yes. I know who you're talking about. Who dealt with Joey.
Yes.
I don't remember her name, but she dealt with Joey, and then Joey ended up dating Sarah. Yeah. Okay. Jennifer is excited to bring a partner into that fold, especially if they can help with some of her least favorite chores. She says, I'm a clean freak, but I'm really bad at folding laundry. Same, girl, same. In return, Jennifer's sure to give her man his flowers, both literal and figurative, as she's all about romantic gestures. She said, guys deserve to get flowers too, she insists. After some bad experiences, Jennifer is not the biggest fan of Gemini men. Sounds, like very specific, girl. But if she meets one who is thoughtful, loyal, and an adventurous eater, it could be a sign that this Scorpio has found her twin flame. Let me go back to the flowers part because I was starting to say something, but I was like, let's just talk about it later. It's another one giving these men. It's giving I spoil men or I do maybe too much for men. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind the flowers. I think the flowers is smaller on the gesture side, but I will say, I think if he's not giving you flowers, don't be giving him flowers. There's no reason to just be like, I think it's still, again, I might get you flowers like 2-3 times a year type vibe. Just because, thank you for holding down the household, babe. Appreciate you.
I mean, I guess it also depends on if he likes flowers,
That too.
But yeah, she's definitely giving the goofy one. Okay, even her picture is giving. It's like pink. What is the movie? The Breakfast Club or Pretty in Pink? That looked like the Pretty in Pink dress from the movie. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's giving that. Her Instagram is
very normal girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have too much to say, unfortunately.
She's got a lot of dogs in these.
Yeah.
But yeah, her pictures are very soft life a little bit. So I don't know. That's a different side. But she's got all these dogs. Those dogs and more pictures than she is.
All righty. So on to Jessica. She's 39 and she's an infectious diseases physician. Very, very specific. We love that. We love a specialty in medicine.
She's a Libra. Yes, we're both Libras. Yes. And then again, shout out to my late 30s ladies. Yes. So that's cool.
Okay, she says family is everything. Her younger sister is her bestie, and her parents are the ones who encourage her to join the experiment. Very nice. We love parents that are open to this.
That's very different.
Requirement. Yeah, no, literally. Their one requirement is that their future partner loves Halloween. I have a whole box of wigs at home, Jessica says. While she's ready to commit to a couple's costume, this spooky season fan can get scared when it comes to dating. My biggest fear is vulnerability. She further says, admitting that I need help or some support can be hard. Jessica is looking for someone patient, understanding, even when it comes to the constant one-sided conversation she has with her pets. She says, I do a lot of things that could get on my partner's nerves. I live alone and talk to my dogs all day long. Jessica is proud of how she treats others, but there is one thing she can't abide. I have misphonia, so I will get the ick if you don't chew with your mouth closed. Yeah. So if that's your bad habit, maybe skip the dinner date. All right, see, it's giving. I hate to say it, but a woman going into 40.
Oh, stop playing, girl! Do not play. Do not play. Okay. What is that?
Spooky
Explain.
season.
Elaborate.
Well, it's not you. You don't give that. So
thank you. But also, let's rewrite the narrative. Okay. Beyonce is a woman in her 40s.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Okay. So let me not say this is a bad thing, but it just gives a woman who has reached that age where they don't give a fuck. They got their life and they live their life how they want. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's quirky woman going into her 40s, with talking to your dogs all day, loving the spooky season. And then just looking at her Instagram, she always...
It's Halloween all through there.
The Halloween makeup is intense. And some of them, to me, are a little cheesy. To me. Yeah. Let me preface that again. To me, my opinion. But she's a very beautiful woman. But the makeup, some of these it's just giving like drama hour.
Yeah, she's giving kooky family as well. She's a physician, so she's got her good little money. But yeah, it's giving, I don't know. It's
giving 40.
I don't know about this
one. It's giving 40.
I need you to stop saying that, okay? Girl, I need you to stop saying that.
You don't give. First of all, you ain't 40.
I know 40. I'm not 40, but I will be 40 in the future. So will you, okay? We have to have respect.
I have respect for the 40. I feel like the 40s is another time to shine. I just feel like the way she doing it on the quirky side. She doing it on the side that when you 20, you don't want to be at 40.
Oh my God.
No
I don't have
shade.
time.
No shade.
It's
no
shade all
shade.
in your comments. I ain't got time. Anywho, let's flip over to Kia. I hope we're pronouncing that right. This is another Black lady. She looks like she might.
Gorgeous girl.
Yeah, she looks, she might could have possibly a little, Latina mix in there. I don't know, but she could be Black all the way. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But Kia, she's 31. She's a marketing director. Okay.
Period.
Direct girl. She's a Leo. Now, I will say from her video, she was one of the other, I mean, I don't know if I'm just paying attention to all the Black girls when they're in there, but she felt like she was in the video quite a few times. And so she seemed like she had a little bit of a personality. So I'm excited to see what this bio is talking about. She says, a proud passenger princess who has never had a license. Oh my. Kia is, she's like, really carry me, baby, carry me. That's what this girl, I can see it already. She's never had a license. Kia is looking for someone successful and driven and not just on the highway. Nothing revs her engine more than a man about his business. That's a quote. Especially because she knows how to handle hers. Kia counts among her biggest accomplishments being a guest at Harvard Business School, okay, where she spoke at a conference about the cannabis industry. But it's not all work and no play for Kia. Her family would describe her as goofy and bubbly, and she's looking for a partner that can keep up with her banter. She said, I need someone who is as sarcastic as I am. He should also be able to keep up with her pace since she recently took up running as a hobby and is training for a half marathon. Good for her. Still, Kia knows that perfection is a trap and isn't looking for someone who just looks good on paper. She said, being imperfect is perfect to me. All right, that's cute. That's cute.
She has a lot of things going on. And, she a director, so she got out of college and went straight to work.
I know.
Love that for her. And her Instagram is also giving back tea. Okay.
Yeah.
She is a gorgeous girl. It looks like she be outside, and she definitely gonna need a man who can provide the lifestyle that she's already given herself.
Yeah, it's definitely giving baddie. On the video, it feels like she's very opinionated. It's giving, she has a lot of like, I don't know, because she said something at the end. She was like, aren't all men like that? Something very, I guess,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's giving that she's going to whip a couple and maybe it could be taken the wrong way. So she does need to find someone who can throw it and not go too low. They know how to stay in the middle, right, if that's where she is. Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go on to Priyanka. She's 34. She's a recruiter. She says, after building a life from scratch in several major cities, it's no surprise Priyanka's family and friends describe her as a socialite who meets new people easily. Despite her social prowess, Priyanka values her independence and doesn't plan on sacrificing it for love. She says, I'm a firm believer that bringing someone into my life is an added value. It doesn't complete me, period, girl. Priyanka admits that the idea that she could be married in just 7 weeks is scary after spending the last 11 years single. How old did she get? Oh my God. So 23 the last time she was in a relationship. So college. God. But
I didn't mean to make the face. I'm just like, I don't understand what that's about. I guess it's like you're just not prioritizing it,
Yeah, but she's hoping to meet. I mean, we'll get to that. But she's hoping to meet someone that she can truly count on. After all, according to her parents, finding a person is a numbers game. There are 9 billion people in the world, and you'll be compatible with so many of them. So it's about choosing. Once she does choose, Priyanka knows a lasting relationship takes hard work, for which she's more than willing to put in the time and effort. She says, if it were easy, life would be boring. I'm liking Priyanka's energy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Her energy.
Her Instagram is very, very vivacious. She seems to be all over the world.
Well, it says she's lived in major cities. I wonder how many, but she said she's built her life from scratch in several major cities. So that probably also impacts her ability to have a relationship. I don't know how often she's moving, but girl, if you done lived everywhere and it seemed like you be everywhere, it would be hard to have a relationship. But she's a very beautiful girl.
Very much so.
And I love me an Indian in her tradition and values, baby. Okay. I once helped a friend bartend at an Indian wedding, and I
Wedding.
left that thing amazed. I was well, actually, it wasn't even the wedding; it was the engagement announcement. I think because they have like 10 different parties, but it was over the top. It was beautiful. I loved it. 10 out of 10. So hopefully they bring some of that if she gets married. Hopefully she brings some of her traditions into the show, especially just to give the exposure of it all.
Okay, the next one we have is Rosalind, and I'm gonna tell you, when I first saw her in the video, I couldn't tell if she was black or if she was white. I thought she was white, and then I was like, oh, I think she's black. I literally thought she was white, and that doesn't happen to me often.
She might be half black, half white.
Yeah, maybe she
looking at her Instagram,
she's got family photos with a bunch of white people or friendship photos. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like on her that one that you gotta have the right hairstyle. You know, you can go either way.
Yeah, because I thought she was white when I first looked at her, but then as I look at her and I look at her hair and things like that, it's like she looks black. Okay, I see a picture with a daddy. So I think this is a dad. If you scroll down, there's like a guy she's sitting in a car with, and he looks black. I assume he's a dad. But anyway, she might be mixed. But anyway, let's get into her. She's 31 and she is a marketing manager. Okay, a lot of marketing women in this cast. Rosalind is a Sagittarius who likes to take risks. While her family may say she talks too much, girl, same. She's looking for someone who appreciates her animated storytelling. Girl, same. In her free time, she writes fiction. Girl, sometimes I do too. Maybe we're, kindred souls. Like, no, let me stop this. From children's literature to romance novels. Okay. And she wants a partner who she can bounce ideas off of while deep in a draft. Now she's entering the pods in hopes of writing her most personal love story yet. And this will be a nonfiction. Rosalind's parents were high school sweethearts. Okay. But her mom set the example of keeping her own hobbies and interests. She said they do life together, so that must mean they're still together. They do life together, but they also have things as individuals that feed them, she says. That balance is something Rosalind admires, and she's eager to learn about her future partner's passions as well as to share her own. Another thing she must share with a spouse is a strong political views. Okay. She said, I wouldn't be able to build a foundation if we didn't believe in the same core things. I wonder what those core things are. I would hope, girl.
Yeah, I know, because you in Ohio, it's a toss-up, babes. Ohio is a red state. So, we don't know.
I don't know. But it's interesting. I like her off of just because she sounds like there's some similarities like that. It's giving, yes, I like, it's giving, she's got a lot of energy. I like a energetic woman, personality, all that good stuff. Yeah, and so I see one photo, she's got like, she's at a bridesmaids, it looks like at somebody's wedding, and it's like all Black women. So yeah, I'm thinking she's like, I'm thinking she's mixed.
Yeah, she probably is.
But I don't know. But yeah, she definitely gives personality, maybe also someone who could be considered too much at times, possibly. And so I don't know if she's balanced with her, energy, but it is giving she's got a lot of energy. So,
yeah, I love the part about the different passions. I think that's so important because a lot of times when you're dating, you want somebody to do everything that you do so that you guys can share things together. And it's important to have things that you guys do together, but also separately. So it's nice that she's had that be modeled for her. And it seems like she probably comes from a good, stable family. So that's good.
It's given wholesome.
Yes, very much so wholesome. Alrighty. So we are on to our last lady, another sister, Tyler. She's 33. She's a sales leader. Tyler admits she can be a little delusional, but it's only because she's powered by an optimistic spirit. She says, everything in my life that I've done has been a result of me being bold and taking a little bit of risk. A proud girl's girl, Tyler started a nonprofit in college to support other women and was the first in her family to graduate with a bachelor's degree. Now she's looking for someone with a calming energy to balance her. I want a soft place to land, she says. But Tyler knows that she'll have to switch up her tactics to find her forever partner. My biggest struggle in dating in Ohio is that I don't be outside. I be in my bed taking a nap.
Not her. Says, not to quote her exactly how she said.
Literally.
Sometimes I'm like that. And I'm like, oh my God. When we go back and listen to these, I'm like, oh, the Ebonics is coming through. It's coming through.
Child, but I'm that like, is our language.
I know. It's like I'm comfortable vernacular. On the couch, okay? But yeah, they quoted her.
No, literally. And that they did. She says, my hope is that my man is going to knock on my door someday and wake me. I'm the problem, not Ohio. Interesting. If he does come knocking, she's ready to fall crazy in love as long as her future partner doesn't mind how much she talks about Beyonce.
I love a Beyonce fan. Okay.
Yes. So that is Tyler. She is also a beautiful woman. She looks mature.
Yeah.
She has a very mature look to her for 33.
For sure.
Not in a way where she looks like older than 33.
It's just though. Just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I would give her, she does. And it might be the way that she dresses. I don't know if it's her hair. I'm not sure what it is. Or it could be the way she does her makeup. But she does have a very mature look. She's also, you know what it is? She has a very modest and soft look. I think that's what's going on here. And it might be that could be potentially aging her.
Yeah.
But well put together for sure. So yeah, anything on Tyler?
No, her Instagram looks very just like regular degular girl, you know? Yeah. Her quote was given regular degular girl. So yeah, we'll see where things go with her. But she looks very like just somebody you'd run into on the street, go out on a night on a town. She's giving that, at least in my circles.
Yeah. Agreed. All righty. Well, I think that's all the ladies. Make sure you check us out on Black Girls Talking TV so you can see our cast reveal of the men. That is also up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that hype button, and share. Don't forget we are on our road to 5K, and we will catch you when the season starts. Bye.
Bye.